let's see here. This was an interesting one, Corey. We had to like really break this thing down, like Kentucky Derby finish line stuff. But we had two questions come in, very similar sentiment. And they both came from guys in Birmingham, Alabama. Our guy Tennisump is in Birmingham. He posted at 10:46 in the morning. And then our guy Beham FSU, he posted his at 10:23.
Okay. All right.
And Beham FSU's got Chris Ricks in his avatar. So
he wins. That's the tiebreaker.
Probably.
Okay.
He says, greetings from Birmingham.
What does Tennisump have in his avatar?
Nothing. Just the
Wyatt Sexton. I'm just throwing out quarterbacks from that era.
I got you. Tennisump says, wake up. What are you most interested to see during the scrimmage that would tell you that we are on the road back? Thanks as always. Beham FSU asks a similar question, but also throws in a tidbit. He's from Birmingham, which is home to the first ever Miss America, Mary Catherine Campbell. She won back in 1922.
Okay. All right.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I bet. Man, they grew them different in the 20s. Sorry, I should specify the 1920s. Before the Depression. There's something different about them.
Before Smoot Hawley.
Back when they lived, what was the average life expectancy back then? Like 61 maybe?
Yeah.
58? We shot that up a little bit.
He says, question, with the erring on the side of caution mentality this spring from pundits, what would you need to see at the open scrimmage that would push you guys into this team is going to be vastly different than 2024 buckle up camp? I'll hang up and listen. Beham FSU. And yeah, man, that's the big thing this week, right? We're going to be able to finally actually go out and watch a scrimmage, 2 people per outlet. I assume you're going to be that person.
Yeah. Good assumption, big dog. Good assumption.
Without further ado, then, Corey Clark, could you please get this conversation?
Am I not supposed to do this?
Yeah,
let's go.
We are generating discussion. It is sparked by Cummins, CumminsLifestyle. Give them a follow on Instagram. There's actually 5 Sundays in the month of March. So we're going to do the drawing next month because I do it based on the week of the date it starts, not the actual day we do the drawing. But anyways, when you get showcased in this segment, everybody, you get entered into a monthly drawing to win a Cummins gift bag, and you get entered into the grand prize drawing to win a Cummins portable generator or portable power station. Check out CumminsLifestyle on Instagram. See all the awesome things you can do with the own and line of products in your recreational time with your families. All right, so there's a question on the screen, Corey. I'll go first real quick. I hope you and Jeff, or you and Ira, whomever goes or represents the brand.
I would say it's me. Going to be me and Ira, big dog.
Yeah. I hope you come back and are just very excited about the offense, the tempo in which they moved, the amount of big plays they made. I'm fine it coming at the expense of the Florida State defense. I'm totally cool with that. I need to hear really effusive praise about the offense to get on board with a buckle up. It's going to be vastly different.
Yeah, there's 2 things. That's number one by that's by a substantial margin is the offense. I want to see what it looks, how fast it goes, how fast the guys are that run it, but most importantly, just how fast it goes, how many big plays it produces, how many first downs it can produce. Because we've gotten to watch practice for the last 5 years. We've never gotten to see a single scrimmage. So I want to see. Because my point being, when Jordan Travis was the quarterback, we'd get to see him run 3 plays at a time and then out. He would not have drives in front of us. They didn't do that. Their periods would be like 3rd and 8 plays, 3rd and 10 plays, 2nd and 6 plays, and they'd run 3 of them in the first team, and then Rodemaker would come in with another group. So we don't get to see like established, sustained drives. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see if they can do that. And I want to see how fast they can go. And if they can go really fast, and even if it's not schemed up necessarily well, but they hit some big plays just out of confusion from the defense. Are they tired? Are they not set up? Whatever the case may be, while that's awful to see from your defense, that perhaps Florida State's been missing that for a while now. And I want to see this thing go fast. I want to see it in overdrive, in hyperspeed. So that's what I'll be looking for. Castellanos, obviously want to see what he looks like throwing the ball. Those are my biggest things, is plays in the passing game, speed, tempo of the offense itself, and how productive it is, obviously. Just want to see a lot of good things there. The other side, though, Aslan, is while I don't know if they're bringing him to the ground on every play, I do want to see some real physicality from the other side of the ball. I want to see popping. I want to see aggression that is almost too aggressive for a scrimmage in April. But those are the two things that I desperately want to see because I think they'll be the biggest barometers of what this team could actually be.
It's so esoteric, and I talk about it way too much. But that practice in 2023 when they were in Doak a week or so before the LSU opener, like there was a roar, man. There was a sound. It was like galloping stallions. I mean, like I felt like anxiety because I could feel how tense and how like geared up and on tilt everybody on that field was. And listen, that was a national championship caliber team. I don't think this roster possesses that, but I hope you and Ira feel some kind of level of like the competitive spirit, the speed they move, and not so much running plays fast, but just sideline to sideline speed, aggressiveness, tenacity from the defense. I think that's something that we can feel. And maybe one of the silver linings too with the defense core, if this offense does make a lot of big plays and it is a product of them moving so fast, is the fact that I don't think there's a lot of opponents on the schedule this upcoming season that probably will run an offense that's going to go as fast as Gus intends his offense to go.
Correct. And I also don't think that any of the teams, maybe there's one I'm not thinking of, that have a Tommy Castellanos at quarterback. There will be teams that have better quarterbacks than him, but not that are like him. And I want to see what that looks like. If that's even utilized at all in a scrimmage, his legs, what that looks like. Can he turn what should be a 5-yard sack, a Croman sack, can he turn that into a 9-yard gain or a 25-yard gain because he's just so elusive in the pocket? Does he avoid sacks and make plays downfield? All that stuff, because I just want to see it. I've seen Tommy Castellanos probably play 4 games in his life. I want to see what it looks like with Gus Malzahn. And this isn't a game. I get it. If they run 100 plays again, he'll probably run 30 of them, 35 of them. But in those 35 plays, I want to see what kind of command he has of it and what his athleticism and elusiveness mean for this offense. It should mean big plays, I would think. Let's hope.
Let's hope Trevor Jackson gets out there. People will be asking about Trevor Jackson. I told people I'd ask Gus about him, so I'm going to feel really stupid if I have to ask about a 4th-string quarterback. But I told the people I would do it. So
I'll give you a heads up, like, hey, don't worry about it. Or you should ask him. Trevor looked great.
I told the people I'd ask. I feel like I'd be going back on my word at this point. But I get it. We had a limited amount of time to ask these guys questions. Although
I was going to say, we only get Gus for like 6 minutes. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll give you a heads up. Maybe Trevor Jackson's playing awesome, and they're trying to keep it under wraps so he doesn't hit the portal.
Yeah. I can't believe and last scrimmage was situational. So I would hope, and I would assume that maybe Saturday will be a little bit more game simulation, or maybe they're saving that for the last scrimmage, which is like going to be 2 Saturdays from now. Yeah. But nonetheless, again, Corey will be there. He'll bring those thoughts with us on the Monday podcast. That'll be fun. In the meantime, check out warchant.com for all the updates on that. Go to Instagram, follow CumminsLifestyle. It's all one word, generating discussion sparked by Cummins.